Before Britain was the empire that we know it as today, the land was home to a truly sacred philosophy and mystic tradition. And it was associated with what the Welsh call the Awen. And the Awen is known today in modern Druid orders and the modern sort of Celtic spiritual landscape as an energetic source of divine inspiration. There were a group of people called the Bards, and these Bards were the ones who were the intermediaries between the people and the sacred creative essence of the universe and the cosmos. So the Awen, if we want to look at what the word means, we're looking at Awel, we're looking at the wind, we're looking at the breath, we're looking at that which breathes inspiration into existence itself. The respiratory system, the word respiratory when we're looking at the lungs, is connected to the word inspiration. And we know as human beings on Earth that the reason we're here is because of this ever-breathing, pulsing and flowing source of creation that allows us to exist among all of the miraculously frickin' magical beings that we live on Earth with. Plants, trees, insects, animals, fish, this dog that's just running over there with its owner. You know, this is such a powerful realm to exist in, and the people of ancient Britain knew that. People from indigenous and native cultures across the world honour it because it isn't something to think about, it isn't something to study or analyse. It is just known by being. But how can we be when we are constantly in a world of suffering to consume more stuff that isn't even alive? We are so disconnected from the cycle of life itself. We need to bring science to the table to analyse why life itself is important enough for us to care for and look after. Back to the Awen. The Awen is this energetic force within the universe that I believe to be the sort of source of creation as a whole. And what the bards did of ancient Britain was they would train for up to 20 years in connecting to this Awen, but in a very particular way. So they worked with poetry and language. So sacred sound, the acknowledgement of how words manifest into reality, how the sounds that we make and the words that we use alter states of consciousness as for individuals and as collectives. The people of ancient Britain, their main mystic tradition was surrounding the fact that we are connected as human beings to that which produces the stories of this wonderful world. Like, we are also writers of the stories of this wonderful world. We are also the ones that hold the memories and the history and the past within our minds. It was the bard's role to be the keeper of their ancestors' memories, traditions. They were the ones that knew the history of their tribe, and they would transform that ancestral knowledge into poetry and song and story so that it lived on forever. And this is a group of people thousands of years ago that truly knew what it means to be human upon earth and how important that is. And they were tapping into what they called the Awen, which is still here today, but we don't have the same craft of crafting the ancient Brythonic languages. The people of Wales today still have very devotional and disciplined language and poetry and art, celebrations and ceremonies of honouring our culture, but it's not tied to the Awen as a sacred force of the universe that's within us. And yeah, I just wanted to jump on here and just talk to you guys about it because it is returning this remembering of this sacred nature, this remembering of our ability to create the story of Earth, to make this a more peaceful and joyful and fruitful planet for all of our human brothers and sisters, for all of our stone and tree and leaf and flower beings that we share this wonderful world with. It's time that we tap back into that source of creation and start working with it to create more of what is needed, to create more of what we are at the core, which is pure, loving awareness, able to be manipulated into the worst of human beings and also the best of human beings. And it is up to us to work with that baseline within us and pull through the inspiration of love, community, and all of these things that we as a human race should have learned to have been important by now. So yeah, just popping in to talk about that. If you want to know more about the Awen and this, especially in Welsh mythology, please check out my workshops. I will link them down below. And if you're just interested in diving into the spirituality of ancient Britain, then please check out my YouTube channel and let me know what you think of when it comes to the word Awen in the comments.